Are you searching for fun games to play with your friends? Today we're going to explore 5 hilarious games that guarantee laughter and enjoyment. We'll delve into the world of Tabu, where words are your currency, Twister, a game of flexibility and coordination, Mimic, where your facial expressions do the talking, Pictionary, a test of your drawing skills, and finally, Charades, a game that challenges you to communicate without words. Stay tuned as we dive into the exciting world of these fun-filled games. First on our list is Tabu, a game where communication is key. Tabu is a fantastic word-guessing game that hinges on your ability to describe a given word to your teammates without using certain taboo words. It's a test of your eloquence, creativity, and quick thinking. Here's how it works. You'll need at least 4 players divided into 2 teams. One player from a team draws a card, which has a word that they need to describe to their teammates. Sounds easy, right? But wait, there's a catch. The card also lists 5 taboo words that are commonly associated with the main word. The challenge is to explain the word without using any of these taboo words. For instance, if the word is beach, the taboo words could be sand, sea, sun, waves, and swim. You'd have to describe beach without using these words. It's a thrilling race against the clock, and it's hilarious to see the creative and sometimes absurd lengths players will go to get their point across. The game is a roller coaster of emotions. The frustration when you can't find the right words, the anticipation as you watch your teammates wrestle with your clues, and the pure joy of finally getting it right. And then there's the laughter. Lots of laughter. The more you play, the more you'll find yourself laughing at the bizarre descriptions and the funny mix-ups. But remember, the game requires tact and strategy. You need to think on your feet, but also be mindful of the words you use. It's not just about who has the largest vocabulary or who can talk the fastest. It's about who can communicate effectively under pressure. And that's the beauty of Tabu. It's a game that's as challenging as it is entertaining. It's a game that tests your linguistic skills, your creativity, and your ability to work as a team, all while keeping you laughing from start to finish. Remember, the trick to winning Tabu is all in the words you choose to describe. Next up is Twister, where flexibility and coordination are your best friends. Twister is a game of physical skill that has been tying players in knots since the 60s. It's a test of balance, flexibility, and of course, your ability to laugh at yourself. The game is simple, yet hilariously challenging. The Twister game board is a large plastic mat that's spread on the floor. It has 4 rows of large colored circles, red, blue, yellow, and green. The action gets going with the spinner, a small square device that determines where the players must place their hands or feet. Now imagine this scenario. The spinner lands on right foot blue. You, along with the other players, scramble to place your right foot on any blue circle on the mat. Easy, right? But wait, the spinner goes again. Left hand green. Now you're starting to contort. With each spin, the game gets more challenging and more hilarious. The goal is to stay upright. If your knee or elbow touches the mat, or if you fall over completely, you're out. And while it's a challenge to stay balanced, it's the laughs and the occasional human pretzel that make this game a riot. Twister is not just about winning. It's about the fun journey of getting twisted and tangled with your friends. And here's a fun fact. Twister was almost pulled off the shelves because it was considered too provocative when it first came out. Luckily for us, the game survived the controversy and continues to be a source of laughter and fun. So whether you're a gymnast or can barely touch your toes, Twister is a game that promises a lot of laughs and some very interesting positions. It's a great way to break the ice, get a little exercise, and create some hilarious memories with your friends. Twister will surely keep you on your toes, literally. Let's move on to Mimic, a game that tests your creativity and imagination. Known for its humor-filled gameplay, Mimic is a game that's all about expression, interpretation, and of course, a lot of laughter. The rules of Mimic are simple, yet its execution can be a riotous affair. The game begins with one player drawing a word or phrase from a deck of cards. The challenge here is to communicate this word or phrase to your team members, not through spoken language, but through facial expressions and body language. It's a test of your ability to convey a message using nothing but your own expressive prowess. Imagine trying to express something as abstract as the feeling of surprise, or as specific as a cat climbing a tree, without uttering a word. The hilarity ensues when players interpret these expressions in the most unexpected ways. One can only imagine the variety of guesses that could come from a single expression. Mimic is not just about making funny faces, it's also about understanding your teammates. It's about connecting on a level beyond words, where you learn to read each other's non-verbal cues and signals. It's a game that fosters bonding, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. The game continues in rounds, each player taking turns to be the Mimic. The team that manages to correctly guess the most number of words or phrases by interpreting their teammates' mimics wins the game. The winning team gets the glory, and everyone else gets a good laugh, making it a win-win situation for all. Mimic is a game that encourages you to let loose, to be expressive, and to have fun. It's a game that shows us how communication isn't just about words, but about how we express and interpret feelings and ideas. It's a game that, quite literally, puts a face to your imagination. So next time you're in the mood for some fun, remember to put Mimic on your game night list, and remember in Mimic, your facial expressions do all the talking. Let's talk about Pictionary, where your drawing skills are put to the test. Now imagine a game where your ability to sketch a concept, no matter how abstract, could be the difference between uproarious laughter and a winning streak. Welcome to the world of Pictionary. This game is a fantastic blend of creativity, quick thinking, and of course, artistic prowess or lack thereof, which often leads to hilarious outcomes. In Pictionary, you're essentially trying to convey a word or phrase through your drawings. You don't need to be an artist to play. In fact, sometimes, the less professional the drawing, the funnier the game gets. You see, the beauty of Pictionary lies in its simplicity and the potential for humor in each round. The game starts with a player picking a card with a word or phrase, and their objective is to illustrate it. The catch? No words, numbers, or symbols are allowed. Only your drawings can do the talking. Your team has to guess what you're trying to communicate through your sketches within a set time limit. The more outlandish the interpretations, the more laughter fills the room. It's not just about winning in Pictionary. It's about those moments when a squiggly line can be interpreted as anything from a snake to a river, or when a hastily drawn circle becomes a hot debate between an orange and the sun. The game is a wild ride from start to finish, filled with laughter, high-stakes guessing, and the occasional artistic dispute. Pictionary is also a great way to let your imagination run wild. You're not just drawing a word, you're creating a story for your team to unravel. Whether it's a simple doodle or a complex scene, every stroke adds to the narrative, leading to an exciting guessing game. So get those markers ready, dive into the world of quick sketches and wild guesses. Remember, in this game, the funnier the drawings, the better the experience. In Pictionary, a picture is truly worth 1,000 words. Last but not least, we have Charades, a classic game that never gets old. One of the most loved party games worldwide, Charades tests your creativity, quick thinking, and your ability to perform under pressure. It's a game of silent clues and lots of laughter. In Charades, players are tasked with acting out a word, phrase, or title without uttering a single word, relying solely on body language. It's a team game, so you'll be working with your friends to guess the mystery phrase as quickly as possible. The game continues in rounds, with each team taking turns at both acting and guessing. One of the most entertaining aspects of Charades is the inventive and often hilarious methods players use to convey their assigned phrase. It's not uncommon to see someone flapping about like a chicken, miming an epic battle, or even attempting a moonwalk. The more creative you are, the better. And it's not just about the laughter. Charades is a great way to build stronger bonds with your friends. It encourages communication, cooperation, and a healthy dose of competitive spirit. It's a game where the journey is just as fun as the destination, with every round filled with suspense, excitement, and plenty of laughs. Remember, in Charades, actions indeed speak louder than words. There you have it, 5 fun games to enjoy with your friends. From the word-guessing hilarity of Tabu, the tangled fun of Twister, to the expressive laughter of Mimic, the creative challenge of Pictionary, and the silent storytelling of Charades. Each game offers a unique blend of fun, laughter, and friendly competition. Feel free to share your funny game experiences and suggest other fun games. So gather your friends, let the games begin, and let the laughter flow. Until next time, keep the fun alive with these amazing games.